Adhocracy News, April 24th, 2017. Today's top stories.
There's a new colonel in town for KFC.
YouTube UK's Internet Citizens Initiative.
Starbucks has unicorns on the mind.
Hello, I'm JD Melville.
And I'm David Landeen, and welcome to Adhocracy News, where we share with you the stories that you may have missed this past week about advertising, marketing, art, and design.
But first off, we have to make sure that we let you know about the 100 for 100 contest we have running. This, of course, is to celebrate our 100th episode, which is coming up in 2 weeks. And to celebrate, we're going to fill this wall with art, or at least that's our intent. Create some art, doodle, computer, whatever you want.
Yeah, if you're planning on entering, make sure you share with your friends, because then you potentially could win more money.
And here's a video, bing, that'll tell you all about it. So make sure to click that if you are interested in winning some money and maybe some other prizes.
On to the top stories. There's a new colonel in town. KFC announced the new face of Colonel Sanders will be that of Rob Lowe. A new video announcing this shows Rob Lowe with the iconic beard, mustache, and hair at a podium wearing a space uniform or a space suit.
Yeah, okay. That sounds perfectly logical.
Of course, because in his speech he says that they will launch the new spicy chicken sandwich and launch said sandwich into space.
Okay.
He uses a lot of the wording of John F. Kennedy's famous moon speech.
Okay.
We do not do this because it is easy. We do it because it is hard. And in his speech, he also says, there is one question that we will be able to answer with certainty very soon. Can you actually launch KFC's world-famous Zinger chicken sandwich into space?
That is the question that is on my mind.
Well, and yeah, I think that's on everybody's mind. And then he says, the answer is, we certainly hope so. Our entire marketing campaign depends on it.
And of course, the new KFC, like they've been going through a bunch of different actors to play this Colonel Sanders, including Norm Macdonald, Daryl Hammond, Jim Gaffigan, and Billy Zane.
And they actually are going to launch a sandwich into space.
Really?
Yes.
Like lower orbit type space?
I haven't quite figured that out yet, but they are going to launch a chicken sandwich into space.
That should be interesting to see how they accomplish that.
Yeah, he may be able to meet the most interesting man in the world up there. We all know that's where he.
Maybe that's why they're launching it.
Maybe it is.
He ordered a chicken sandwich, and he wanted it spicier than anything they've got.
That's it, because that's very interesting.
Well, would you look at that?
I know. What a world we live in. What a world.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, that happens in a day like today.
Yeah. Maybe our next story will share some I can't think of the word.
Well, let's find out what it is.
Okay.
Can you guess some of the top fashion, retail, and beauty brands for millennials?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not that great of a millennial.
That's fine. This week, Condé Nast and Goldman Sachs released their 2017 Love List Brand Affinity Index. The report questioned 2,345 U.S. consumers, and some of them were, of course, Condé Nast specific, followers. The report goes on to point out that consumers are shifting to online and mobile shopping, and of course
that would totally make sense.
Right, we all have phones, and everything is being more integrated on our phone and more easy to order. More easy. I mean, I can hop on to Amazon and order anything I want within just a couple clicks, right?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Well, stop. We're doing news, David.
Oh,
yeah. Amazon is actually being cited as the perfect example, with it falling as first for women and second for men in apparel retailing. So you may be asking, of course, what are the top 3 brands?
Hey, what are the top 3 brands?
I'm glad you asked. Victoria's Secret is actually the number 1 with a 56 favorability. And that handily beat out everyone else.
I'm actually really glad that I couldn't name the top one.
Good on you, Dave. Sephora with a 38% and Nike with a 29.7%. All the other ones actually fell below 13%. So these are like not only the top ones, but they kind of handily beat everyone else. As well, the report points to smarter consumers and how tools like Amazon allow you to price match and also do a lot more research. So consumers are doing their purchasing more calculated.
so they aren't. It's harder to have a bad experience now because of all the research out there.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you just buy something because that's what the option is? How many times do you look at something and I'm like, I need this, but then research what its competitors are and what the pricing is? And
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
that was quite the story.
I know. I did not see that coming.
Well, I saw it coming because I obviously gave it.
Yeah. Well, so you saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to our next story.
It's always important to consider your subject line in your email. Adidas found this out earlier this week after sending a promotional email to runners on the day after the Boston Marathon. The subject line read, "Congrats, you survived the Boston Marathon."
Oh, no.
Yeah. Twitter was quick to point out how insensitive the email subject line was. And it's interesting because I could almost see this as being like a repeated email. Like for any other marathon, it would totally work. Congratulations, you survived the St. George Marathon. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But
because of current events.
Yeah, it doesn't work for the Boston Marathon
Yikes.
at all. And they were quick to apologize. They issued an apology saying, "We are incredibly sorry. Clearly, there was no thought given to this insensitive email." Subject line, "We sent Tuesday. We deeply apologize for our mistakes. The Boston Marathon is one of the most inspirational sporting events in the world. Every year, we're reminded of the hope and resiliency of the running community at this event." And, it was a simple, but you just always just run it through somebody. Always just take this idea and just, hey, do you see anything here? And I've done that with video before, where I had all of a video that I don't see any problem with, and then somebody else will look at it and be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I mean the wording is really important. In fact, I also read a report on going into the United debacle, and how the wording. This is from a PR specialist. How the wording of the email that they, gave after the thing where they said they reaccommodated.
Yeah.
It simply did not point to this. Where here it says clearly there was no, they are hitting it on the head. Clearly there was no thought.
We made a mistake.
Yeah.
It's on us, If they had said, "Clearly you are taking this the wrong way."
Exactly.
So, well, speaking of advertisers having their day, our next story probably doesn't have anything to do with that, but let's still speak of it because it's important. They should have their day.
They need to have their day, and this is completely unrelated. We live in a world where fake news runs rampant.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, well, it is. I mean, it's all over the place.
But is that really true?
I don't know. Unchecked and easily shared by that uncle who always posts that news article because he's in the know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But clearly it's off.
Yeah.
But we may actually see a future where this is no longer the world we live in. Internet companies of all sizes are finding ways to crack down and work to remove fake news, which is great.
That is good.
We need that, especially in our world today. You may have noticed in the last couple of weeks, Facebook released a tool teaching you how to spot fake news and then report it with its new reporting feature. It kind of put it at the top of your feed if you tried to get online there.
I don't read any fake news, so I probably didn't have that.
Perfect. Good on you. Yeah. And of course, Google and their recent trials on controlling media and where it's supposed to go and things like that. So they are definitely part of this. So YouTube UK is moving to teach and help inform users with their Internet Citizens Initiative. And this is actually aiming at raising awareness on free speech, online abuse, and commenter moderation. So what YouTube is doing in the UK is basically teaming up with YouTubers in an effect to curb it. So they're going to be teaching classes through YouTube. They're going to be kind of showing people how to do stuff in order to really recognize and change those things. In fact, here's a quote from Naomi Gummer, head of the public policy at YouTube UK. She says, "The internet is what we want it to be. It can be an unpleasant place where people misunderstand and deliberately deceive each other, or it can be an amazing place where we can share, collaborate, understand, and help each other. We all have a part to play in making it that positive, healthy place. It sounds big, but actually it's easy, and you know what to do. Stand up for what you want." And that is how it goes.
or sometimes how it comes.
Either way, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Starbucks' new drink, the Unicorn Frappuccino, is creating quite a stir online.
Oh, of course it is. It's a unicorn.
Yeah, it's a drink that is colored pink, pink, purple, blue, rainbowish.
Rainbowy.
It's
Like a unicorn.
Apparently it's sweet, and then as you start drinking it turns tangy.
Huh.
Yeah, and if you stir it, it turns pink. Anyway, so some very creative things here. And Starbucks will release, limited time drinks every now and again. They've had some interesting ones over the years. But this one seems to be going crazy. A viral video of a barista telling everyone to stop ordering the drink is making the rounds. He's kind of doing a rant while driving home. And it's actually
this is a barista outside of. Was he a Starbucks one?
A Starbucks one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's apparently like
everyone
is ordering it,
and he doesn't like making it.
Oh, he hates making it. And the funny thing is it's actually getting a lot of support from other Starbucks baristas out there. They don't like this drink, and people are excited. They're excited when finally it runs out.
It's funny how these things like pop up, and there's like an interest in these things that are just so random and out there.
Well, apparently, I'm starting to wonder if like vampires are gone and unicorns are here.
Okay.
Yeah. Others are comparing the drink to what comes out of the unicorn in the Squatty Potty commercials and refuse to drink it. And most people seem to like it though.
Okay.
Some so much so that they are dyeing their hair the color of the Unicorn Frappuccino. They are getting the Unicorn Frappuccino hair. I don't know if it's like sponsored by Starbucks or if they're allowed to call it that, but it matches really well.
Okay.
The Unicorn Frappuccino is only sold for 5 days, starting on April 19th, and they say it tastes like the sweet tart candy in liquid form.
Interesting.
No coffee, a lot of sugar, so you still probably get that kick.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would imagine.
So I could probably give it a go.
Yeah.
We might have to.
Well, if it's a lot of places are running out of the ingredients, like it is going fast.
It's just going super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So I could definitely. I mean, is this going to be like the KFC Double Down or the McRib? The McRib that they're just gonna bring back every so often because
I always
people
forget
love it.
about the McRib, and then I try and I'm like, yeah, I don't need this, and then it goes away and comes back, and I give it a go, and I'm like, no, this isn't.
It's back. Wait, that's why it's gone. It's back. Oh wait, that's why it's gone.
Yeah, they bring it back enough for you to forget what it was like.
Kind of like childbirth, probably.
Yeah. All right, so what stories did we miss? What stories did you see this week that needed to be covered, but we just missed them? Or they weren't important enough in our opinion? Let us know in the comments below.
Or if you see a story that you would like us to cover next week, because we do this every Monday, put it in the comments or reach out to us on Instagram, Twitter, or that other program called Facebook.
Make sure that you click subscribe if you liked what you saw today. That'll let you know every time we have a new video coming. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday's news. Ta-da. Wednesday is our show. Friday, we have fun. So make sure that you do that. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing our videos. It just makes us so warm and fuzzy inside.
It does. Check out our 100 for 100 contest. And to end our video, we are going to show you another video, probably one that we weren't able to cover, but we should have.
We should have. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Amazing.
The time has come to explore beyond our known horizons.